We are going to be climbing up this little canyon behind us. Oh. Finally, I got that on video. Hello there. A while back, me and my buddy Will spent 3 days exploring abandoned mines within the Inyo Mountains of California, mining for one of North America's rarest crystals, caledonite. This video starts a few miles north of the town of Lone Pine at our first abandoned mine after about 4 hours of driving. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the start of my biggest series to date. Let's get started. I don't really know if I'm ready to hike yet, just kind of got here. We're gonna go up this ravine right here. Looking at the GoPro footage, we obviously have this big mill site right here, as well as possibly an outhouse, I don't know, and a possible portal. We're not gonna spend too much time here. We're camping in Alabama Hills, so we're just gonna check this out real quick, burn some time, and then head back and try to find camp for the night. This is steeper now that we're here, but it shouldn't be too bad. Oh boy. That was indeed much steeper than we wanted. But we're pretty much there. We're at the tailings pile right now, and that outhouse looking thing is right there. There's no tailings pile here, and this wouldn't be wide enough for a track. So I don't know what this will be. Oh! It's actually someone's house. How cool is that? Yeah, a little wood burning stove in there. That would have been the bed right there. A little ventilation pipe. Just built into the side of this. Huh, that was the water barrel. Huh. I don't know, that might have been a portal. Oh. Alright, well, we can just walk. Let's just do this trail goes all the way down to the right gradually, so we can just walk down that. Okay. So I don't know where the mill site would be, or I don't know where the main portal would be. Looking at the drone footage, there's not really any portals past up this point. I can see a trail up here, but there was no signs of any kind of tailings pile, which is odd. But we're coming up on what would have definitely been the main processing mill site, which is this very vertical structure here. So it has like almost 8 layers of a tiered foundation. We're gonna follow this trail that goes down the side here. That was much steeper than we expected. We don't want to go down that again. So, probably come down that road that's over there. So, yeah, I don't know where their portal is.
It's gotta be like way up there.
So Will was right, there were more portals up the mountain. Jumping in the satellite view gives us the full picture. Originally, we thought this area was a natural spring. Taking a closer look though, it was actually a collapsed mine portal with water running around its tailings pile. Zooming out, let's follow the direction of that portal up the spine of this mountain. Another 2,000 feet up, we'll find 2 more massive tailing piles and many portals. Here, you can actually see the vein that they were following. these were lode mines, which means that along this whole area at one time, volcanically heated liquid squeezed its way up through fissures or cracks, solidifying into much harder, denser quartz veins that you see now, acting as almost a solid wall of gold and silver bearing ore. This mine operated in 1902, so this area had to have been a now flooded and collapsed portal that was intersecting that wall of ore. Today we have the power of satellite imagery to quickly be able to figure these things out. It's crazy to think that 120 years ago, 1,000 years ago, these miners were able to figure out where these veins were from ground level. So that's the mystery solved of a mine that I had been driving by for years but have never actually walked up and explored. After a sketchy hike back down the mountain, we packed up and drove to Alabama Hills to find camp for the night. So Mr. Will here has recently joined the Tacoma gang. If you guys have seen in my previous videos, he was the red Subaru that liked to get stuck. So now he has a Tacoma, which is going to be a camper shell build, I believe?
Yes.
So realistically, a camper shell is also going to be what I do next. This is the first time the Alabama Hills has not been ungodly windy to us. So I think we're going to set up the fire, and I'm probably going to cook on the cast iron skillet tonight. Ooh, it's pressurized. Good morning, we are back. We left Alabama Hills, took a quick little drive, and now we're on an old overlook at yet another mine, of course. So, we are gonna be climbing up this little canyon behind us. Oh. Finally, I got that on video. I've been trying to record that thing all day. So we're going up this canyon. I've been here 4 times, but this time I'm not here to explore, we're here to mine. Hopefully we're gonna find some cool looking rock quartz. Mostly we're looking for a mineral called wolfenite and then caledonite. Time to climb up this wash. Every time we come here, this trail gets steeper. So we just have a big ore bin right here. There's an ore chute right there. Obviously the rocks would have gone down this, accumulated in here. And then when they were ready, I'm assuming they used this to operate the gate that's on the other side here to let the rocks drop down. There you go. You can see the trail continues all the way along the edge of the cliffside here to the other side. Very big operation they had here.
You want to bring it?
Yeah.
Yeah! That's it for the major climbing. All right, so this is the first portal for the day. I've been inside this one 3 times, but we're gonna go a lot further back. Because of that, I have got new gas sensors, as well as we're gonna be wearing N95s in there. But the main goal is to find either wolfenite or caledonite, which I'm not a geologist by any means, but from what I've researched, caledonite is a bright blue crystal that occurs in quartz deposits that are near oxidized lead and copper. So you're gonna find streaks of quartz with blue oxidation on them, and that's what we are looking for today. So, mask up and we're gonna head inside this one. Oh, do you not have a head mount light?
I forgot it.
Do you have your bike lights?
I forgot them.
What the f, dude?
They're in my truck.
See,
There you go. Black lines, copper, quartz.
we want something much larger to make it worth actually cracking it open. But yeah, that is a really good spot. It's a good piece right there. I'm looking at that. There's a lot of blue on the ground right there.
Oh yeah.
And I see quartz, but that's what we're looking for. So, what we have here, we have blue oxidation, we have a streak of quartz, and a black line of either just lead or galena, I believe. So, that was pretty easy.
That was pretty easy.
What's your oxygen percentage at? 20.7? We're chilling. It took what? 10 minutes? Less than 10 minutes?
5 minutes.
But we're not sure yet. Now we gotta take out the tools and crack this open and see what we find. The main piece that we're looking at here is this piece of quartz with the blue streaks going through it. This is exactly what we're looking for. I don't want any of this to fall on top of me, so I'm gonna stand back, break away some of these more looser pieces before I can get to this. I'm gonna try right in here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh boy. We have some crystallization, but on the iron oxide side of it. Rest of that's out.
Oh, it's just all copper. How about that one?
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Huh. That's cool. So I think this piece right here might be a bust. There's a lot of calcite in this, which is why it just flakes off so easily. If you see one more piece, let's go for it, but we should keep moving. Yeah. There's actually a piece right above your head that I'm looking at. That's all quartz. This little spot right here is a bust. We're gonna keep going. Hopefully we can find something that is more head level, and we're not kind of in a precarious state when we're trying to get these out. Yes. This is likely the powder room where they stored the explosives. Nitroglycerin, when it eventually decomposes, becomes extremely unstable, and you do not want to go anywhere near it. There we go. Oh my God. I just proved myself right. Let's see what we got here. High explosives. This is indeed the powder room. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh, hello, quartz. Huh. What is that? Okla Allen, 1941, 49. All right. This is the route we haven't gone down before. That's the way out. We do have signs of dampness back on this area, which is not a good sign. So I don't know how much longer we will be continuing down this route. Oxygen 19.8%, no other gases detected. Here's the other half of that jar. The black stuff on the wall you were looking at is carbide, which is the black fuel they were using for their lanterns. So that's what most of this stuff is written in. Yeah, carbide.
Rare round rocks.
That might be a core sample, but a core no, that's definitely a core sample.
Okay.
Alright, so looking at the map, me and Will have been in the right side of this mine so far. As we continued past the T-junction again, we came to the second largest stope in this mine. But this was the end of the line for us, as the lower section was caved in, and the upper connected to a higher level, but by a very tall ladder. Remember, people,
do not put faith in old ladders. Watch this board on the right, there's nails sticking out. Everything else from here is too hazardous for us to go to. I'm not dealing with that. I have my standards. But there is more of this level that we can explore. We have to go back to the main adit and we cross over into another section, and there's a couple other places we can check out from there.
We've both been here before and didn't expect to find much, but I did notice some track ties and dynamite boxes. Overall though, the only deposits we found didn't quite match what we needed for caledonite crystals to form, so we headed back out. With a few hours of light left, we didn't want to go down quite yet, so I sent the drone up and did some scouting.
I don't like the looks of this one. Oh, maximize all these lights here. Well, this is what we're looking for here. That's crazy. Look at that. That's just a full-on tree.
Yeah.
Looks like someone has already had the same idea as us. I want some of this. Forgot the actual scientific name. But wow, this is just an absolute ton of what we're looking for. Let's get to work, I guess. Yes, not quite, very close. I honestly might have just broken the main matrices. That's the protrusions that stick up off the quartz doing that, but we have clear quartz with a bluish hue. It's very close. I'm not seeing any more fragmentation from this area here. I don't think I'll be able to pull anything else out. Maybe. Where is it? Ridiculous amount of copper. Oh no, that's galena. That's shiny black galena right there. Hercules powder. The shrine to Heineken. Understandable, completely. This is totally somebody in here doing the exact same thing as us. Yep, someone was in here with their own little mini drill. Someone obviously a lot more experienced than us is aware that this is definitely what you're looking for, which you have the streaks of copper, or sorry, quartz with the blue copper. Sadly, I don't see any any faults for us to really tap into. Maybe this right here, that might be something. Yeah, I can see it. Blue crystal right in there. Let's give it a go.
There was a reason someone else used a drill. The issue we were encountering is that this was a solid slab with nowhere to force our chisels into. We weren't able to break off any pieces without damaging the pockets where the crystals actually form.
My only chance is to lift this whole thing up. For all I know though, I'm probably destroying a quartz cavity right now, which is what we're looking for. This looks like it, but I might have destroyed it with the chisel. See you got the blue and the actual big formations going on there.
What do you have to say about this, sir?
This is tiring work, my guy. Dude, there's like actual giant quartz clusters in here, like an inch big. I wish we had something to like catch this on. They're all gonna fall, maybe. Let's see. Right here. Holy shit.
Wow. Oh my god.
Not exactly what we're looking for, but dude, well, I absolutely take this.
Bringing back muscovite, chrysocolla, galena, boronite, and lastly, plenty of quartz. Also, after doing some research, I found that while the first mine we went into was from around 1940, the second mine we just left was one of the original workings in these mountains, dating back to around 1860, roughly 160 years old.
All right, we have found camp for the night, which is conveniently right next to where we camped last night. But again, just a view of Mount Whitney and the beautiful Sierras. We are absolutely pooped from today. We spent much longer than expected exploring those mines, but we found some real cool stuff. Also, as a side note, I'm sleeping in the cab tonight, which I've done many times. It actually is fairly comfortable somehow. But the plan is to wake up early tomorrow morning and just immediately book it straight back to that same mine so we can film another video there. Coming together. Uh-oh. Yoke down. Oh my god, there's so much olive oil.
After waking up to another amazing sunrise, me and Will hopped back on the highway, making our way over to Reward Mine. If you haven't seen this mine before, check out my trail review video linked above now. That was the final stop for this trip. We wrapped up filming and started our journeys back home. While we didn't get exactly what we were looking for, overall it was a great trip. And don't worry, we're determined. This trip was filmed about 8 months ago, so for those of you wondering, we've made some upgrades since then, especially helmet-wise. I hope you guys enjoyed the start of this crystal mining series. I already have all the footage for part 2 filmed, but it's a big process getting this all edited and doing the research for, all the mines involved. But if you enjoyed what you watched today, stick around for a while. Other than that, thanks for watching, and see you on the trails.